But that's Hey guys, it's Fonts. Welcome back to the channel. I'm really excited about today's video. Can we just note that this is the second video that your girl is 2 for 2 with wearing color. Thank you to my sister, because I heard shirts that she didn't want no more. Today's video is going to be about my night routine. I know most of the times when you search up night routine videos, it's like what pajamas somebody's wearing, do you work out at night or in the morning, or skincare and all this stuff. That's not really how my night routine is. In my last video that I posted, well, it wasn't the last one that I posted, but one of the last ones, it was all about like why I took a social media break and like different habits that I was forming. I kind of want to do videos on those particular habits, so this is the first one. I have set up a little night routine. Well, not, I keep calling it little, but it's not. It makes me feel so good. I don't want to minimize it. But I've set up a night routine for myself that just makes me feel the best. I feel like it helps declutter my mind at the end of the day. That way when I wake up the next day, or even if it's still in the middle of the night, I don't really have any of those thoughts, stressors, whatever. Like, it helps me leave tonight or that night there so I can do the next day and, you know, recycle all of that. So I wanted to share it with you guys because I just love it. So we're on my bed again, so intimate, and you guys can't fully see it, but that's okay. I'm gonna grab them all for you. I use different books. I have journals, I have books that I read, all of that, and I'm gonna share that with you and tell you how I do my night routine. And I'm so excited. So let's get on with it. So the timing of when I decide to do or start my night routine, it kind of just varies. If I'm feeling really tired and fatigued, it may be around 7:30. If I am just like a crazy wired night owl and I had too much cold brew and I can't sleep, it can be at midnight or later. Usually it's between 7 and 10. Sometimes I go to bed early, sometimes I don't. The first thing that I do, I try to get rid of all the super bright, stark lights. I have blue light glasses. I haven't touched those in like a year or two. I try to make all the lighting in my room very warm because it helps me to fall asleep better without having like the super bright light, Cynthia girl, the super bright light on my phone. I make that on night shift so it's nice and warm. On my computer, I do the same thing. But I actually, and you guys will see, I put on this new vanity light that I have. I love it. I put on the warm setting and it makes my room have just enough light for me to be able to write and read, but it's not super bright or anything like that. And it helps me already to calm down. And if I'm really feeling ballsy, I'll also put something really comforting on the screen. So maybe it's a fireplace. I'm usually like an ocean waves on the beach with a bonfire sort of girly pop. Maybe a rainforest, I don't know. I always have something like that playing. It's just really nice because then I hop myself in the shower. I wash away all the dirt. I don't know. I don't like to get into my bed feeling gross. So I shower. That also helps cleanse out my mind. And then I do my skincare, blah, blah, blah. Those will be separate videos, so we're not going to get into that for this one. But then I either get water or tea if I'm feeling really kind of volatile. Maybe it's a little bit of Prosecco or wine. I don't know. But your girl hasn't really been drinking. Also a shocker. After I have all my beverages and stuff, we are here on my bed. So now I'm going to go through kind of how I look like a student. Oh my god. I look like I'm back in college. I'm going to go through how I start to declutter my mind for the day. First book that I have is my planner. And my planner, technically I have two, but we'll get into that. This is my main planner where I'll like write out all of what happened during the day. First thing that I did, I kind of just went through my planner for the day. And I did everything that I wanted to do today, except for working out because my chest was bothering me and I was a little scared. But yeah, I did my little workouts. I planned for the next day, getting my stuff together. I like to be able, let me see if I have something I can show you that doesn't really matter. This one isn't too personal, so I don't mind showing you. I didn't even fully fill it out. So this is what I would have done for the week, and each day I write in what I really want to do. Did I do it or not? I like to be able to check that off because it gives me a strong sense of completion, and then I feel much better about the day that I had, even if it wasn't the best day. I really feel like that's just like my Capricorn rising. I don't want to be one of those people that blames everything on their stuff, but like it just makes so much sense. I like feeling productive. I like feeling busy. I like feeling like no matter what happened in the day, I was my most productive, moving around, busy self. and this helps with that. I like an energy boost, but also it helps me know that this day today is done. This isn't really part of like my routine, but lately I've been adding it in, so I'm gonna share. This I shared with you guys in, I think, an Amazon haul or something like that. This is just a binder that I decorated and used for my food journal. I'm not going to share with you what I put in here because I realize I get very triggered when I see people show how many calories they have, what they eat, and all of that. If I'm having anything besides water or tea, I'll write that in here. I just want to make sure I updated it because I'm really trying to hold myself accountable. That also makes me feel good. So those are like, you know, busy keeping. That's like bookkeeping stuff, you know. After that's done, and sometimes even during, I'll do that and I just kind of talk openly to God. So I feel like everybody prays differently. I don't care who you pray to. For me, it's God. For you, it could be whoever. It could be to the trash can, for all I care. I don't know, but it just helps get stuff out. So I pray and I talk openly. I say, this happened. I'm not going to say too much right now. It's personal, but I'll say, you know, how I was feeling about the day. Oh, I did this today. That kind of left me feeling this way. I pray for XYZ. I pray that for tomorrow I'm better able to do XYZ. I pray for whatever else that's more personal I'm not going to share. It obviously would be the same for you, but that's kind of where I just kind of like brain dump in a prayer. I like doing that. It makes me feel good. I then have, ooh, I can't even show you because it's on my phone. But then I also have this prayer that I like to say. I have had this same screenshot as somewhere on my lock screen since like 12th grade. So I also say that. It just helps you, girl, feel good. That's like my go-to. It's like my little serenity prayer. You know the vibe. So then I go ahead and I read my Bible. I am somebody who, I have read some parts of it all the way through. Right now I'm just rereading Psalms and Proverbs because I just want some positivity. You know, I just want to feel good. You don't need to get a Bible. This would have been free if I chose to use my Bible app. I just don't. We're trying to remove ourselves from the phone, as per the last video. So I just have this, but this is the Message Bible. It's just a different form of the text, like if you have King James or whatever, but it just translates it to be very easy to read for like modern day terminology, modern day concepts, all of that. So I like it. I'm not pushing this on anyone. This is just what I do in my routine, and it just helps me feel really good. If you are not somebody who reads the Bible, or you have your own text, you could do that. If you don't believe in anything, genuinely don't care, but I do think it feels good to read something uplifting and positive. So when I wasn't reading my Bible, because to be honest, I feel like this is a relationship that's always up and down for you, girl, and sometimes I don't want to look at it, I don't want to read it, I don't want to worry about it. It's honesty. I'll also go ahead and I'll read some sort of positivity text. I should have brought it down. I don't have it here. If I was going to read an uplifting book, I know there's like the 7 spiritual laws of success, I believe. My best friend Veronica, we used to read that together. So like I have that. That's something that I read in place of it. Or just some sort of mantras or something about manifestation. Something to just, that meets me where I'm at and just makes me feel good. I like to read time for that. I feel like I spoke a lot about that one. I'm sorry, but yeah. Then we have these two. So I have 2 different journals here. My Build-A-Bear just moved. I have 2 different journals here. The first one, and this is like a newer addition for me. This is the Burn After Writing Journal. I mentioned this, I think, also in that Amazon haul. I'm not really sure, but they do actually have it at Five Below. I know in one of my videos I was like, people said it's at Five Below. I don't see it. It's not in store all the time. It is online. So it's an option. The concept of this journal is that you're supposed to answer the prompts, your most truest, authentic, raw answers. You put them for the prompts of this. However, what I've realized is that through doing this, I kind of just choose like a random page. I'm not going to show you something I wrote on. Okay, this is a good one. Maybe I'll put a page back so I could do it later. This says, let's be honest. Let's pretend there's something under the mask. Is there? Who are you? And here I would answer super honestly to all the different prompts on the page. I am, I'm not, I adore, I detest, I have never. I just answer super honestly and raw. What I love about this, however, is that it loosens me up and opens me up a lot more for my own personal journal. This is a sketchbook from Five Below. I had I had 2 marble journals in high school and college, and ever since then I told myself all of my journals have to be some form of marble. And this was like $5, and I love how big it is, and I like how it's just all blank. Like I could just easily write and write and write. So I like that. I'm all loosened up, and then here sometimes I'll do another written prayer, but I usually am just really raw. I'm pretty angry, to be honest. Sometimes I do journal prompts. I don't think I found another one. Let me try. Oh, actually I did. Okay, so this is exciting. So this is somebody from TikTok. I took a screenshot of their video just so I could have the questions. So I think I'm going to do this because the lunar eclipse is tomorrow. I don't know who I am becoming. I'm getting really excited doing stuff like this. The @ is e.mo.shuns. And the questions are, what are you currently holding onto in your life that's not serving you, and why are you having trouble letting go? Kind of rude and disrespectful, but I know it's like in the best way, you know, like you're coming for me. And then the other one is, what pain are you holding on to from the past and why? I get at whatever is on my mind, big or small. After all of that, when I'm finally ready to go to sleep, I still am obsessed with Headspace. The guy's voice, Andy, it's so weird, bro, because like I'll listen to that in the morning, in the morning, the afternoon, whatever, and I just feel calm. If I listen to his voice at night, I am lulled to sleep. Rarely will I wake up in the middle of the night. It is amazing. So I don't know what sort of crack is in his voice, but it's really good. And that's what I do at night. I haven't been as consistent and as good with this every night, but it's a routine that I've set up that it started off with me just doing one thing. I knew I wanted to journal every night. Then I knew I wanted to start to read my Bible. Then I knew that's just like a personal goal for me. But I mean, honestly, before I even felt like reading that, I was reading my Gossip Girl books. I was reading whatever book I felt like reading at the time just to exercise my brain, I guess. I don't know. But like I said, especially when I wasn't online as much, I just felt like I had a lot more clarity in all my feelings, emotions, thoughts, blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to get it out, and I wanted to process them in all the different ways I know how, such as journaling, manifestation, prayer, meditation, all of that. And that's what this night routine is. And I love it, and it just feels so good to do every night. I do realize, like, it's a habit. Habits are like muscles. You gotta build them, and when you slack, they go away. So sometimes it's a little bit harder, especially because it's all dealing with your emotions. Sometimes I like basically force myself to talk about things that I normally wouldn't want to talk about that same day. But I find that that's been really helpful. So that is my night routine. I know it's not like, I feel like putting night routine to kind of, you think you're going to get something else, and I'm talking about all the different books and journals and all that. But I just wanted to share it because in my last video, I really want to make a conscious effort of sharing things that make me feel genuinely good. I thought about doing this over makeup, but that just didn't make no sense. So hopefully my little B-roll and everything comes together and I can make this video what I want it to be. But if there's any things that you do at night or even during the day that you feel like really feels like you take control of your day, or just helps you with your own thoughts, mental health, life, I don't know, let me know. I'm very curious. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If this helped you at all, please let me know. And I normally don't do this, but your girl's trying something new. So, you know, don't be afraid to like, comment, subscribe. I don't really like telling people what to do. That's why I do the little thing with the bell. I just suggest it, but you know, it is there. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.